talk about the order by clause. So in our earlier discussion, what we made was we made about select command. In that select command, we talked about from clause, we talked about where clause. Now, in today's discussion, we will talk about illustrating the order by clause. So in general, when we talk about an order by clause, it is a primitive where it sets to display the content either in an ascending order or either in an descending order. It makes the things either in an ascending order or it makes the things either to a descending order. So now we are going to say sort by department in ascending order. Now, if such is a thing we are promoting, then you can say E followed by I followed by IVS. So this is what we are going to say. It is a single column sort and it is printed out with a ascending order. By default, the order by it pulls up in ascending order. By default, the order by it pulls up in the ascending order. Next one, sort by uh, department and DESC, that is decrement. So yeah, we made this as ASC as an ascending order. Then we are telling this in a descending order. So for that now it works with a reverse option. So IVS comes first, ICP in the middle, ETA at the end. Okay, fine. Now, up to now, what we were mentioning was we were mentioning uh, to a single column. But now let us look this with uh, subset sorting, that is multi-column sorting. That means I have a salary with 4,000, 5,000, 40,000 and 50,000 and I have a salary with 30, 50 and 40. Now I need to put this in this ascending order department. Thereby in the next component I need to sort up the salary also. Right? I want the same items to be displayed and the salary component has to be in an ascending also. So we need to work with two columns. That is, the primary can be sorted in ascending and the secondary can be sorted in a descending or a vice versa. So this two column mechanism can be extended to any number of columns and it is not confined to a single column. So now what we are going to do is sort by descending, sort by department. Yeah, this is the primary way. How you want to sort? I want to sort by ascending. Then what I am going to tell was subsort. So subsort by salary in descending. So here this subsort, it is going to take up the second column and then it takes up the second column, that is salary, and put the things in descending. So now you can see 50, 40, 30 and then again a 40, 30, 50 and 40. So but here it is not in an order which it is replaced in the third table. And this is how we are talking about the order by clause. So now let us put this order by clauses in form of query. So when we are talking about a single column, then what I am going to do was I take ID, I take name, then I take salary and from the employee table, and how they have to be sorted means they have to be sorted with this employee name. Similarly, ID, name, salary from employees and order by, the first it will sort on employee name, then the subsorting will happen on the salary. Similarly, when we take up the third example, first it sorts on employee and name, and instead of ascending, which is going to be a default, Now it is going to look with a descending order. The fourth example, what it is going to take was the primary things should be with ascending order and the secondary things should be with the descending order. And order by 2 comma 3, it is going to take up the target values, that is employee name is primary and salary is going to be the secondary, which should be treated by default in ascending order, but it has to be printed in form of a order clause. So this is what the holistic representation of pulling up the order by clause. So let us work on the single column here. Now what we are going to do is we want to name ID, name, date of joining, salary, department designation from employee, order by salary. So what we are going to do is order by salary. So as we were mentioning it as order by salary, now 90,000 will be the highest and 75,000 will be the next highest and 25, 30, 40 in this way. So we are not putting it as descending order. So by default it is promoted as an ascending order. Now you have to expect ID 3 first, ID 4 next, ID 5 next, I have 1 and 2. So 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. So when we are hitting on this run button, we will be getting the identifiers as 3, 4, 5 and 1 and 2. Next one, we can work with this multi-column. So in this multi-column, what we are going to take was we need to have order by department and then the secondary sort will take up with the designation. So first of all, I'm going to have this department ascending order, right? So it will be ETA, 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 that is 2, 3 and 4, followed by designation. So in designation, first it is starting with SC, SSC, then PM. So what happens was, first it will take up 3, next it will take up 4, then it will take up PM. After that, it takes ICP and ICP. So in this, P is going to be the last letter and T comes before P. Therefore, what is the answer we can expect was, first it should be 3, next it should be 4, next it should be 2, next it should be 1 followed by 5. So this is what the answer we are going to expect. So 2, 3, 4, 1 and 5. So first of all it takes up with this ETA, then it is going to take it with this ICP. So designation, yeah, it is so just rerunning this. We are order by department and designation. So let us see DESC here. So again, we get this designation ETA for. So you can observe the changes, right? If I'm going to put by default 2, 3, 4 are going to come. But when I have the previous, I put DESC 4, 3, 2 came. So this is the illustration what we are talking it about. After this order by, next we should look into the way of the another clause in SQL, that is group by clause. So in this group by clause, um, we need to have a pivoting element in Excel. What we do, So such type of pivoting items we are going to do with this group by item. So you can use group by to achieve results using single query, or you can group by data from a table into different groups based on the criteria provided and calculating the average function for each group. Thus, the result has one row for each group. So now ETA, this is the department, and I want to sum, or I want to make a sum for this department. What was its value? So for all these three, it is going to have one row output. Similarly, ICP and ICP, there are two rows. So now I am going to make a sum of salaries, etc. Then I get one row. That is, the result is going to have with only one row. Similarly for ICS, yeah, in this model, we are going to deliberately getting the same value because there is no other row. So now how we are doing this with a group by was select department followed by sum of salary. So sum is going to be an aggregate or function, what we were telling, that is calculates the aggregate function from the table called as an employee and followed by group by. So here is what we are going to say, group by select count of ID from uh, employees. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So obviously I will be getting answer as 5. Now let us extend this with this single column, that is select department and count of ID from employees group by department. So understand the query first. So select department. So what is department here? ICP, ICP, ETA. So there are two departments which are taking count of ID. So earlier we didn't made any subgrouping, we didn't make any pivoting, but now we are pivoting the items. So how we are going to pivot the items was we segregate it with the departments. So ICP will be two occurrences, ETA will be the three occurrences. So let us hit on this, and as we made department, now you can see ETA occurrences was 3, ICP occurrences was 2. So how did we get this ETA and ICP 3 and 2 means we made a group by function based on the department. So we are going to use a group by class to get the department wise employee count. So group by department, that is what we are going to get this value. Similarly, you can see this subsetting item. So group by item can be given to the multiple columns. Yeah, we are now illustrating this. In this case, it treats each distinct combination of a column as a single category. So you can see this query here. Select department designation max salary from employees. Select department designation and max salary from department from employees, group by department and designation. So first of all, it should group based on the department. Then it should go with the subsetting option with the designation. Therefore, what we are going to say, yeah, we will illustrate this here, group by department. So there are two group departments, ICP and ETA. So two groups are taken up. Then again, designation, max salary. So how many designations are going to be there? So in ETA, there are three designations, PM, SC, SSE, and in ICP, there are two designations, S, PM, and TA. Now I need to sort this item. How I am going to sort? I am going to sort this with the designation based on the maximum salary. So now designation, what we can put was it should be in an order. So group, so you can see here ETA is a department and PM as one designation, SE as other designation, and SE as an other designation. So this is what the thing, and max salary. So what was the max salary? We are going to put the things in form of designation. So 25,000 and 30,000 for this each designation, and ICP max salary in PM was 70,000, and ICP max salary in TA designation was 40,000. ETA designation with PM max salary was 90,000. So in this model, we are working with the group by options. So after group by, the another clause what should be picked up here was having. So when we are going to work with having, uh, this it is going to be achieved by using a filter condition and cannot be done with a where clause, etc. So let us see the query evaluation order here. First of all, the select command, it takes up with the from, thereby it goes up to the where, thereby it checks up to the group, thereby it goes up with having. Then the target items inside the select command will be taken up, and it checks the optional reserved word whether it is unique or not, that it is provoked as a distinct, and finally how you want to display the result. It is simple, two things, either by default ascending or descending. So that is where the order by is giving a least priority at this point of time. So order of query execution, it starts with from, that is the table name. It checks up some condition, then it goes up with subsetting or grouping inside the commands what we give. Having, it verifies any aggregate function is available in that, and then whatever the target fields the select command has to display, that it is going to be check up. And finally the distinct, it sees the whether it needs some unique value or not, and followed by either to raise the things in ascending order or to put the things in a descending order. So in this model, the order of execution will be taken up. So here is a little animated content to showcase how a group by is going to work for. So when this is group by is going to work for, so we can so what was the command? Let us try to write the query to display the department and total salary paid in each department. So this was the question. So what was the question was, we need to write a query to display the department and total salary paid in each department. That means we need to get the max of the content. So definitely we have to go with working with an aggregate operator. So first of all, select uh, the department. In each department we mentioned, therefore it is department, and the total salary on each department. So in an education, CSC is a department, IT is a department, so EC is a department. In that, what will be the total salary of those employees? So we want to work out in this model. Therefore, we are going to say total salary, that is sum of salary, the table name, group by, and department. Okay, so what is now looked at was how is going to be the order of executing the things. So order of executing the things, first of all, it looks up into the table, and then it is going to sort on the grouped columns. So what will be the grouped columns? It should be the salary component. So next one, a department should be a group with ETA, ICP, and IVS, like that. So for each distinct group columns, calculate the aggregate functions and add it to a row. So what will be the distinct departments? Will be ETA is going to be a distinct, and ICP is going to be a distinct, and IVS is going to be a distinct item. So for each distinct columns, we are going to check up. So what is one ETA, ICP, and IVS. So ETA, we are going to bring up the salary 90,000 and 30,000. We get 1,20,000. So that is, we are adding it to a row. Next one, we take departments, ICP here. So 75, 40,000 and 50,000, we are going to get this, that is 1,65,000. That it has to be added to the result. So now we got this as 1,65,000. Thereby, we have a unique department 35,000. So that is, even though if we are going to make an aggregate function, it puts up the same thing. So now we need to put this to the result. So this is how the final result is going to be displayed. So that is what a simple animation which was taken up towards the group by content. So now let us see this. Select distinct departments from employee where salary is greater than 30,000 and order by department. So this was the query evaluation what we are talking about. So first of all, the from clause is going to be provoked. As it is going to be provoked as from clause, now the table name employee is going to be selected. There the fields will be ID, name, date of joining, salary, bonus, department and designation will be there. Next, join, it is not given, so it will skip up. Then condition it is going to met. What was the condition? The salary component should be greater than 30,000. Therefore, in the previous value, we have 25, which can't be taken up. 30, yeah, because we told greater than, not greater than, equals to. Again, that record also will be nullified. So we get only the 3 records. Is it the query complete? No, the query is not yet complete. Yeah, we don't have group by, it is ignored. We don't have having, it is ignored. And what will be the select command target contents? The select command target contents will be the department. What are the departments? ICP, ETA, and ICP. Now, the order was after select target items. Then we need to find out the distinct. So D stands for distinct. Now ICP and ICP are coming for 2 times, repeating for 2 times. So it is a duplicate. So that has to be figured out. So when distinct is going to be taken up, then we get only 1 occurrences of ICP and 1 occurrences of ETA. Then what we told, order by department. So by default, ascending order will be there. So E should come first and I should come next. So this is how the total conversation of an animation towards the group by, how it is going to be worked, that is given up. So there will be some errors which can be happenings, and there are some do's and don'ts which group by we should be looking for group by. So there are some clauses here. So this is all regarding the exercise part of contents, etc.